今日のお話は桃太郎。Today's story is Momotaro, the Peach Boy.
Momotaro, the Peach Boy.
Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived an old man and an old woman who had no children. One day, the old man went up to the mountain to gather firewood, and the old woman went to the river to wash clothes.
Jabu, 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 jabu.
The old woman was scrubbing the clothes when suddenly she saw an enormous peach floating down the river towards her.
Domburako, 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 domburako.
It seemed to say as it bobbed up and down in the water. How happy the old woman was to see such a luscious piece of fruit coming her way. She pulled it out of the water and carried it home.
What a delicious looking peach! Shall we cut it up and eat it?
Just as the old man and old woman said this, the peach split open.
Anya! Anya!
Out stepped a beautiful baby boy. The old man and old woman were filled with joy. And as the baby was born from a peach, they named him Momotaro, which means Peach Boy. The old couple looked at the baby and said,
Dear little Momotaro, please grow as fast as you can.
They fed him 1 bowl of rice and he grew. They fed him 2 bowls of rice and he grew even more. Momotaro grew bigger and stronger day by day. But do you know what? After Momotaro ate, he just slept. He ate and slept all the time.
Get up, Momotaro. You should help your father with his work. Come with us to the mountain to gather firewood.
The villagers came by to get Momotaro on their way to the mountain, but he was fast asleep. They came by the next day, but he still did not get up. They came the next day too, but he did not budge. Finally, on the 4th day, Momotaro got up and gave a big yawn and started off for the mountain. Then he pulled out a big tree with his bare hands and carried it home on his shoulders.
Look, Momotaro brought back a huge piece of firewood.
The old man, the old woman, and all the villagers were amazed.
How strong Momotaro is.
But one day, when everything seemed peaceful,
Boom, thud, boom, thud.
a horrible, sickening smell blew towards the village, and suddenly a band of wicked ogres appeared. They destroyed the crops and carried off the young women and children. And where was Momotaro all this time? He was fast asleep and did not hear a thing. Get up, Momotaro! Please, get up!
Come on, Momotaro. Get up.
The old man and old woman shook the sleeping boy.
A band of ogres attacked our village and destroyed everything. Come, show your strength. Show everyone what you can do.
Later. I'll go after them tomorrow. Tomorrow will be too late. Hurry and get up now.
Momotaro slowly opened his eyes and said sleepily to the old man and old woman,
I will go to the Ogre Island to conquer the wicked ogres. But first, make me some millet dumplings.
The old man and old woman set to work busily. The old man ground the millet into powder,
Goring, goring.
and the old woman made 3 giant dumplings for Momotaro.
Thank you, father and mother. Well, I'm off on my journey.
Goodbye, Momotaro.
Please come home safely.
Momotaro had not gone far when a dog came up to him.
Woof woof! Where are you going, Momotaro?
I'm going to Ogre Island to conquer the ogres. They took the young women and children from my village, and I'm going to get them back.
What's in that sack, hanging from your belt?
The best millet dumplings in all Japan.
Please give me one and I'll join you.
Well, you can't have a whole one, but here, I'll give you half.
Momotaro and the dog were walking along together when a monkey scampered up.
Chatter, chatter. Where are you going, Momotaro?
I'm going to Ogre Island to conquer the ogres. They took the young women and children from my village, and I'm going to get them back.
What's in that sack, hanging from your belt?
The best millet dumplings in all Japan.
Please give me one and I'll join you.
Well, you can't have a whole one, but here, I'll give you half.
Just at that moment, a pheasant swooped down. He also wondered where Momotaro was going. Momotaro gave the pheasant half a millet dumpling, and he joined the group too. They continued on until they came to the sea.
Shabu, shabu. How big the sea is!
They all said. Then Momotaro, the dog, the monkey, and the pheasant got into a boat and headed for Ogre Island. It wasn't long before they saw the dark, dreadful-looking island in the distance.
Here comes Ogre Island up ahead.
Screech, screech!
I'll go first and start the attack.
Saying this, the pheasant swiftly flew off. When the pheasant got to the ogre's fortress, he took the ogre guarding the big iron gate by surprise and began to peck at his eyes.
Ow! Ow! Help!
The ogre guard fell to the ground. When he saw this, the monkey jumped off the boat and scurried up the wall into the fortress to open the gate. Once the monkey had opened the gate, Momotaro and the dog dashed inside and a fierce battle began. The monkey scratched the ogres, the pheasant pecked at them, the dog bit them, while Momotaro
Thud! Thud! Thud!
threw them to the ground. In the end, the chief of the ogres and his wicked band lay helpless on the ground.
Hooray! Hooray! Now, look for the young women and children who were carried off and bring them to me.
They found the ogre's big ship, and Momotaro put the women and children aboard, along with the ogre's treasures. Then all sailed home joyfully. How happy the old man, the old woman, and the villagers were when they saw everyone returned home safely. And from that time on, they all lived together in peace and happiness.
Oshimai. The
end.
ありがとうございました。
Thank you for watching our RoHoEn video. We will continue creating more fun Japanese cultural programs.
Please subscribe. また見てね。See you next time!